Ada woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of someone crying. At first, it was soft, like a woman crying far away, but then it got louder and louder until it felt like the crying was very next to her bed. She sat up quickly. Her husband, Chuka, was still asleep beside her. The room was dark and quiet. Nothing moved. No wind, no sound. Then she heard it again. "Why did you leave me?" It was a woman's voice, sad, angry, and very close. Ada froze. This was not the first time she had heard the voice, and deep down, she knew it would not be the last. Ada and Chuka had just gotten married. They were very happy and full of dreams. After their wedding in Enugu, they moved to a quiet village near Nsukka, where they found a big beautiful house surrounded by mango trees. The landlord gave them a good price. Too good. He smiled too much, talked too little, and left too quickly after giving them the keys. But Ada and Chuka were excited. The house seemed perfect. They laughed, unpacked, and began their new life together. But strange things started on the first night. Around midnight, Ada woke up to a soft sound. It was crying. She touched Chuka and whispered, "Chuka, wake up. Can you hear that?" Chuka groaned and said, "It's just the wind, Ada. Go back to sleep." But Ada knew what she heard. The next night it came again and again. Then one night, the crying turned into whispers. She heard the voice say, "You left me. You said you loved me. Why did you lie?" The voice was no longer far. It felt like it was inside the house. Ada told Chuka again. This time, he stayed awake with her. That was the first night they both heard it. A woman crying, calling a name over and over. "Nnamdi, Nnamdi." Ada looked at Chuka and asked, "Who is Nnamdi?" Chuka said nothing, but Ada could see the fear in his eyes. He heard it too. After that night, everything started to change. The house felt colder, even when the sun was hot outside. Strange things began to happen. Chuka's phone flew off the table without anyone touching it. Plates broke in the kitchen when no one was there. One afternoon, Ada was sweeping when she saw a woman in white standing by the doorway. The woman's eyes were full of tears. Then, just like that, she disappeared. Ada screamed and ran outside. Chuka tried to calm her, but he had also started seeing things. One evening, he walked into their bedroom and saw something written on the wall. It looked like blood. The word said, "He lied." They were both scared. They needed answers. They tried to call the landlord, but he didn't answer. So they went to the village chief, an old man who had lived in the area all his life. When they told him what they were seeing and hearing, his face changed. He called other elders, and together they sat Ada and Chuka down and told them a story about what had happened many years ago. There was once a woman named Amaka who lived in that house. She was kind and very beautiful. She fell in love with a man named Nnamdi. They planned to get married, and Amaka was very happy. But Nnamdi was not honest. He was in love with another woman from the next village. Still, he made promises to Amaka. On the day of the wedding, Amaka dressed in white and waited all day for him, but Nnamdi never came. As the sun set down, Amaka heard the news. Nnamdi had gone to marry other woman. Heartbroken and consumed by sorrow, Amaka shut herself inside the house. She wept bitterly throughout the night, her cries piercing the silence of the village. That night, her wails echoed through every house, every corner, reaching even the farthest edge of the land. At the break of dawn, she stepped out. Her eyes were red and swollen, her spirit weighed down like a stone. Moved by an invisible force, she walked slowly to the backyard, where an ancient forgotten well stood, dark, deep and still. Amaka stood at its edge, staring into its shadowy depths, as tears streamed down her eyes. With one final cry of anguish, she threw herself in. They found her lifeless body later that day, but before she died, she had spoken just one chilling sentence. If I cannot rest in love, then no one shall ever rest in peace here. After that, strange things started happening in the house. Every family that moved in could not stay for long. They heard crying, saw shadows and felt cold. Amaka's spirit stayed behind, still in pain, still watching. The elders told Ada and Chuka that they must either leave the house or bring in a traditional healer, a dibia, to cleanse it. They didn't want to leave, so they chose to bring the dibia. The dibia came the next morning with white chalk, herbs and a wooden staff. He walked through the house slowly, calling Amaka's name. He burned herbs and chanted while making incantations. He closed his eyes and then listened. After a while, he said, "She is still here. She is in pain. She cannot rest." Ada asked, "What can we do?" The dibia replied, "You must speak to her. Promise her peace. Promise to never lie in this house. Only truth can calm her." That night, Ada lit a white candle and stood in the middle of the living room. Chuka stood beside her. Ada spoke softly. "Amaka, we are not here to hurt you. We are not like him. We did not lie to you. We only want to live here in peace and love each other. Please let us stay. Please rest." The room was silent for a moment. Then a soft breeze passed through. They heard whispers. "I will watch, but I will not harm you." Since that night, the crying stopped. The air inside the house became warmer. The shadows disappeared. Ada sometimes thought she saw a woman in white near the window, smiling gently before fading away. But something still remained unsaid. What happened to Nnamdi? As time went by, people began to talk. They said Nnamdi was not happy after his wedding. His new home was full of shouting and sadness. He lost his job. He lost everything he owned. Nnamdi changed. He was no longer the happy man everyone knew. He started drinking too much. He would get drunk and behave badly. One night, he drank too much again and went near the village river. That night, he fell into the water and drowned. Days later, the villagers found his body. He died the same way Amaka did, in water. Some people said it was a mistake. Others said it was karma, a payback for what he did to Amaka. But everyone agreed on one thing: Amaka's pain never left him. The house, now peaceful, became a reminder of a story gone wrong, of broken promises, and of the deep pain that betrayal can leave behind. Ada and Chuka lived on, but they never forgot what they had seen and learned. They never lied to each other. They never made promises they couldn't keep. The house no longer whispered with pain, but it remembered and it watched. Moral of the story: love is powerful, but betrayal is dangerous. Even the dead remember how they were hurt. So always speak the truth. Keep your promises and never play with someone's heart. Thank you for watching today's story. Share what you felt or learned in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more captivating African stories. From my voice to your heart, the story is yours now. Bye.